We, the jury, find the defendant, Tremaine Jones, guilty of first-degree intentional homicide as charged in count 1 of the information.
Breaking news as we come on the air on this Friday. A Milwaukee man convicted of shooting and killing a police officer in an ambush-style attack.
It took jurors just about 3 hours to find Tremaine Jones guilty of killing Officer Kendall Corder and injuring his partner, Officer Christopher McCrae, last summer near 25th and Garfield.
The jury finding Jones guilty on all 4 counts, including first-degree intentional homicide, attempted first-degree intentional homicide, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, and possession of a short-barreled rifle.
We have live team coverage of this breaking story. We begin with 12 News' Hannah Hilliard, who was in the courtroom as the verdict came down. The jury deliberated much of the afternoon, Hannah.
Right, Rhea. Roughly 3.5 hours. The jury walking into the deliberation room here at the courthouse after hearing 3 full days of heavy and emotional testimony. And then today, some bombshell evidence. Tremaine Jones himself in an incriminating jailhouse call.
You don't be expecting them to be in that car, see flashing lights, or hear sirens.
It was the final piece of evidence presented to the jury, a phone call defendant Tremaine Jones made to his mother from jail. In it, Jones tells his mom he was in the alley near 24th and Garfield gathering his stuff and had no idea the 2 people walking nearby were police officers.
It wasn't the flashlight, Mom. I promise you I ain't telling you no lies. It wasn't the flashlight. And I'm sure the body cam can prove that as well. It wasn't a flashlight. That's what my reaction was, out of fear.
The audio?
This is one small snippet of context that the state is presenting to you.
A focal point of Friday's closing arguments, the state claiming it confirms an eyewitness account placing Jones in the bushes armed with a rifle as District 2 officers Kendall Corder and Christopher McCrae approach, responding to a shots fired call sent from the south side to help out on a busy June night in District 3.
They have nothing but each other. They are 2 officers in an area they don't know on a day he's not even supposed to be there, and he answers the call. And this is what happens.
The defense discrediting the eyewitness, saying there's no footage to corroborate his testimony.
That's a 6-minute gap. A 6-minute gap where we don't see Tremaine Jones on video. A 6-minute gap where we don't know where everybody is.
The jury ultimately siding with the state.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Tremaine Jones, guilty of first-degree intentional homicide as charged in count 1 of the information.
Jones now facing a mandatory life sentence.
Hannah, you were there all week. The courtroom packed at times.
Yeah, I can recall 2 specific times, Rhea. Obviously, late this afternoon as the judge read that verdict from the jury. But then it was during some of the heaviest testimony from this week. It was as Officer Christopher McCrae himself took the stand and he emotionally narrated his body camera footage from that traumatic night. It is certainly a moment that will stick with me and many others for quite a long time.
Yeah, certainly a very emotional week in that courthouse. Hannah Hilliard reporting live for us tonight. Thanks, Hannah. 12 News' Nick Bohr continues our live team coverage now from the courthouse.
Nick, a big show of officers on hand for the verdict.
Right, as Hannah just mentioned, it was a packed courtroom, but a literal hush fell over that courtroom as the judge took that verdict slip from the jury foreman, dozens of officers, and Kendall Corder's family waiting for the verdict. For 10 months, Officer Kendall Corder's family and his fellow officers have waited for justice. That came just before 4 today.
My heart's still pounding. It's important for us to know that justice was served, that Kendall got justice, but also McCrae, because McCrae was the other charge, the attempted homicide charge. That's for McCrae, and he's still working. So it is very important for us to be here and support our members to let them know that we're here, for them.
For the defense, the verdict wasn't unexpected either.
Anytime you have a case like this, any homicide's a tragedy, but especially when it involves a public servant. The reality is that you have a police officer who was killed, and he was killed in the line of duty, and that's a tragedy. it's a separate question as to whether or not who did it and whether that can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
While Corder's family didn't wish to comment afterward, the mother of fallen officer Peter Jerving attended the entire trial too. Her son's killer was also fatally shot at the scene in 2023. She said seeing this verdict gave her comfort too.
We didn't have to do this for Peter, but I had to be here for the Corder family and for my Blue family, all of Milwaukee Police Department. It was a roller coaster of a week, but the guilty verdict is the right thing.
You can only imagine how emotional it must have been for her. Nick, we heard from the police union, but do we know if the chief was there?
The chief was not there. The police department did issue a statement. The mayor also issuing a statement right after that verdict came in, reading in part, quote, "I thank the investigators and prosecutor for their diligence. I appreciate the work of the jurors for their thoughtful consideration of the facts. Most of all," he said, "I honor the memory of Kendall Corder."
Nick Bohr reporting for us live this afternoon. Thank you, Nick.